Stem cells play a crucial role in longevity. If you want to live a longer, better lives, you need to know and take care about your stem cells. And I'm not talking about a stem cell treatment. I'm talking about the crucial role of stem cells in your body. Hi, I am Christian Drapeau. I'm a stem cell scientist and author of the book Cracking the Stem Cell Code. For most people, stem cells is a treatment that you go somewhere, you get an injection of stem cell for one specific reason regarding your health. But we need to understand that stem cells already in your body since the day you are born are your repair system. They're playing a crucial role to repair any kind of injuries or something that may not be functioning properly in your body, but also they play a role in maintaining your health as you age. So before we get into this, I think it is interesting to start by talking about the two big extremes of stem cells, meaning their immense regenerative potential and at the same time, the absolutely unavoidable limitation that they impose on our health. So first, their regenerative potentials. Studies have been shown where, for example, scientists took the heart of a mouse and then digested all the muscle tissue with digestive enzymes. So at the end, the only thing that they were left with was the soft skeleton of that heart, the connective tissue of the heart. And on that connective tissue that still retains the traces that it was a heart, they applied stem cells from that same animal. And after about a week later, they had a beating heart in a test tube. That is the power of your stem cells as they sit right now in your bone marrow. You will never be without a heart. You will never be without a liver, without a pancreas. But you can be with a broken heart, with a damaged heart. You can be with a damaged liver, pancreas. So if stem cells from your bone marrow can completely reconstitute a full heart, then they can certainly help repair a lot of other things in the body, because the heart is known to be an organ that does not repair very well. So that's the amazing regenerative potential of your stem cells. Now, at the other end of the spectrum, you have the limitation of stem cells. And we need to understand that we have evolved over the past 50,000 years with a life expectancy of 30 years of age. The archaeological record is clear on this. So that means longevity has never been selected throughout our evolution. We did not need longevity. We could not express longevity in our historical development, in our evolution. But over the past 150 years, we have gained an additional 50 years in longevity. Now, human lifespan is about 80 years of age. And yet, we have developed over tens of thousands of years with a life expectancy of 30 years of age. And that is clearly reflected into one aspect of our physiology, which is our ability to repair, which is our stem cells. We are born with red marrow that makes stem cells, and that red marrow slowly converts into yellow marrow very early in our lives. By age 30, we have lost 90% of our red marrow. And that is reflected by a similar decline in the number of stem cells in circulation. By age 30, we have about 10% of the number of stem cells that we had in our circulations when we are born. And there's a direct link between how many stem cells you have in your circulation and the body's ability to repair or maintain its health. So let's go back now to where we started. Stem cells are your repair system. Since the day you're born, they will go and they repair something that is broken, or they will replace the cells that are lost in all the tissues throughout your body. Every single organ and tissue in your body is constantly going through a process of turnover. This is something that is clear out of stem cell research. We may be oftentimes on the impression that, let's say I'm 60 years old. I have a 60-year-old liver, a 60-year-old pancreas, 60-year-old heart, and it's not the case. Every single organ and tissue in the body is constantly through a process of tissue turnover. Every 2-3 years, we have a new liver. You have a new lining of the intestine every 5 days, a new skin every month. You have half of a new heart every 25 years, new muscles every 9 years. Everything is constantly in turnover. Turnover means losing cells, so if you want to stay healthy, that means you need to replace the cells that are being lost. That's the role of stem cells. So repair and maintaining your tissues. But if we understand now that by age 30, we have lost 90% of our stem cells, that means there's a point in our 30s, and we've all experienced this, when you realize, I'm not Superman anymore. I'm not Wonder Woman anymore. If I have an injury, I'm not repairing as well as I used to. And the help that I had, as I'm aging, I'm realizing my body is not as effective as it used to be. And that's simply the process of not having enough stem cells to be present in your blood to repair injuries or to simply offset this day-to-day cellular loss. And that is the role of stem cells in the body. So you want to be able to put more stem cells in circulation in order to be able to repair better and maintain the health that you have. So when I talk about the role of stem cells in keeping your health, I wrote an article on this about 10 years ago. I published that in the scientific literature, basically expressing this concept that one of the main cause, like fundamental cause of developing so-called age-related diseases is because of that decline in the number of stem cells in circulation. And I said there's one way to prove if this is true. Let's go and count the number of stem cells in the bloodstream of people who have developed various types of so-called age-related diseases, and let's compare that number with people who have of the same age who have good health. And now today, 10 years later, about 50 of those studies have been done and published. So if we count the number of stem cells in people who have diabetes, erectile dysfunction, atherosclerosis, heart disease, cardiovascular disease, liver failure, kidney failure, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, COPD, lung problem. I mean, the list keeps going, lupus, arthritis. All these people have on average less than 50% of the number of stem cells that you find in healthy people of the same age. There's a direct link between how many stem cells you have in your bloodstream today and your ability to keep the health that you have today as you age. So the big question becomes, how can I put more stem cells in circulation? And that's my life's work. In the early 2000s, I discovered that there are some plants and plant extracts that can stimulate the release of stem cells from the bone marrow, putting more stem cells in circulation, so supporting the body's ability to repair when there's an injury, but also putting more stem cells in circulation to support this natural process of tissue turnover, so the health that you have today, you can keep it for years to come. These are extracts from blue-green algae from Klamath Lake, sea buckthorn berry extract, aloe macroclada, nodo ginseng, fucoidan from brown seaweeds. So all these compounds have been shown to put more stem cells in circulation. And the product that I've developed is called STEMREGEN. You take 2 capsules of STEMREGEN, and proven through double-blind crossover placebo-controlled studies, 2 capsules will put roughly an average of 10 million additional stem cells into your bloodstream, stem cells that are then available to support your optimal health or your ability to repair. So here's in a nutshell what's the role of stem cells in your body and how crucial they are in your ability to repair, but also to age with health and strength and radiance. If you want to know what your stem cells can do for you, go see STEMREGEN in our shop.